Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. So today my discussion will be, and I always like to look at my notes so I can stay on task. So that when you see me go that way, that's because I'm looking at my notes to make sure I'm sharing what I want to come across with everyone. But today I'm sharing about how I became a intuitive. So I want to share about that because I get asked at times, how did I become an intuitive? How do you know? How do you utilize that gift? Well, guess what? All of us have some sort of gift of intuition. We all do. Sometimes we just, blow it off or don't think that we have it, but we do. We have some form. So I'll share my brief beginnings on how I became an intuitive. Okay, so in my case, I had to become an adult pretty much prematurely, and the reason why that was is that my mom had became ill with a particular rare form of disease called scleroderma. So when that came about, all of a sudden some things rose up in me from that, and I had to become an adult prematurely. So, in my opinion, that due to her illness, I had to grow up and be able to take care of myself. So that's where my intuition kicked in. So it developed as a survival skill for me. And a lot of people need to use their intuition as a survival skill. So, as an example, I knew the day that my mom was going to transition. I actually did, even though I was going on 16 at the time, I had a dream. It was very real though. You ever had a dream and you can touch it, you can feel it? Well, I had that dream and I saw her feet and I saw a casket like a funeral that was transpiring at that time in my dream state. I had the conversation with myself as I was seeing that because I was so passionate about my mom and my mommy, and we were best friends, and we still are best friends because she is my ancestor, and I have an ancestor altar. So that's a whole nother topic. But staying on task, my mom is very dear to me, and I remember at the time when I was seeing that dream, I said, "Please don't let this be." I remember saying that. And that dream to this day is very vivid to me. And the dream went away just like that. The very next day, she transitioned. As she was transitioning, I was on my way to the hospital with my stepdad, and I can see what the doctors was doing to her to revive her. At the time when she transitioned, as she was transitioning, I could feel her transitioning and the very breath that she had went through me, and I took the very last breath at the same time as she did. It's one of these situations where you it's going on, but you can share about it, but you can feel it, and I felt it. And I remember telling my stepfather in the car, he was saying, we gotta hurry, we gotta hurry. I said, Mom just transitioned. She passed away, she's gone. So when we arrived, so that was one of my situations that I had that occur to me. So I saw all of that as the doctors was doing everything, and at that point, I grew fast in my intuitiveness and abilities by compensation of to take care of myself. I had to be able to take care of myself after that, even though my stepfather was there. I have some family, but I became very intuitive because I had to grow up. And so no time went after that where I became to understand my intuition and trust that intuition. I found out that during that my great grandmother, which is my ancestor, and she's part of my ancestor altar as well, my grandmother, shared with me that my great grandmother had the same ability, and people will come to her. So in saying that, that's what I found out. So that's something to know in my family, and my grandmother is still living to this day. My grandmother, she is just turned 94, so I'm very proud of that. So that was my great grandmother that had that ability. So a lot of us have those abilities. We just have to be aware, and I'm going to start a vlog after this as an intro to saying, how do you know you are intuitive? How do you know your intuition? How do you use a practical intuition? So I'll be sharing a lot more on that, but I wanted to do an intro about my experience, and that is dear to my heart. I don't share that with a lot of people. My spouse know that, and a very close friend of mine know about that particular experience. So I hope that brings some clarity on your beginning of knowing your intuition if you don't already know, or sometimes you may question that, or do you have it? So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Have a great day today. Think about that topic. Think about, do you feel your intuition? Do you see things? Do you feel those things? So I'll go into more detail about practical intuition and practical intuitiveness. Okay. So in the meantime, in between time, trust yourself, self-care, love yourself. I love you too. Keep watching the videos, like, subscribe, and please share, comment down below. Tell me about an experience. You can tell it there in that comment, or you can always email me at eclipticspiritualist@gmail.com, and you can share with me privately. All right. Enjoy your day. Love you. Bye.